Hey, thanks very much, Katya. You know, we talk about 30 years of miracles that have taken place. And I can think of no better way to demonstrate that than by showing you a video that was made 30 years ago. 30 years ago. And all on the subject of this young lady here. 30 years ago, her bout with cerebral palsy, and it was, for a long time, touch and go. They simply did not know what was going to happen. But watch this now, and we'll come back.
Babies were pink, and that they were both very much alive, and they were bigger than he expected, and he said they were 2 pounds 5 ounces and 2 pounds 1 ounce, and that their initial chances are good, but and that, of course, was all I heard initially. They were born at 7 in the morning, and by 11 they were in Driscoll and were stabilized and were under really no immediate supervision other than, of course, the intensive care staff. First of all, of being an engineer, I was amazed with the technology already of how they were able to monitor the babies, what they were monitoring, and how simple they were doing it.
It was a very scary feeling because I wasn't where the babies were. I couldn't be with them, and I wanted to. And the social worker came that afternoon and brought me pictures of the babies, and that, I guess, meant more than anything to me at all. The fact that I could actually see what they looked like and see that they were alive, and they looked a lot bigger in the pictures than they really were. And I slept with the pictures that night. It was just, I guess I felt like that was as close as I could get to them, and that was it was a scary moment, and we said a lot of prayers and hoped that someone upstairs was listening, and he did. He listened. And we have 2 little miracles with us now.
We have a very, very special place in our heart for Driscoll Hospital.
Well, you get an idea of what happened back then. 30 years ago, this is Kayla today, and her family are here with us to share this incredible anniversary. Kendall. Now, I don't know who wants to talk first here, but tell us what this means to you to know that, 30 years ago, all of this happened, and yet here we all are today. Rodney?
Well, it's very emotional for us. It's a wonderful time to be here. We're really happy to be here to celebrate this time. 30 years goes by real fast, and we now have 2 wonderful young ladies. That Kendall's a first grade teacher. Kayla is a loving, wonderful child, has a full life. We're so thankful for Dr. Prado, Dr. Godoy, and all the people that were here with us in the early days. So we're just thrilled to be here. It's a wonderful moment.
I'll hear what your wife Leslie has to say too.
We're just thankful that 30 years ago Driscoll was here, because we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for Driscoll. These little girls had a very small chance of being able to make it, and we're here today celebrating. That says a lot. It is, very much so.
Thank you so much. Dr. Prado, you've still been here, as have all of us, over these 30 years. What are your thoughts as we kind of celebrate this anniversary?
I think it's wonderful to see this family again. We have seen it several times when they came to the neonatal reunions. We were very happy to see them. Then we haven't seen each other for a long time, but I'm really thrilled and happy to see them here today and doing so well.
Now, have we made, to your knowledge, any great strides since then when it comes to fighting cerebral palsy?
In the 80s, survival alone was like about 66%. Now we are approaching like 85-90% survival rate in this particular gestational age and weight that they had, which is around 1 kilo, less than 1 kilo, around 2 pounds 2 ounces. So survival rate is important, of course. And on cerebral palsy, the less premature baby that we have, the less cerebral palsy we'll have.
And so talk about miracles. I mean, you know, Kendall is a teacher here, and Kayla is enjoying life. And this is just something that back in the 80s was a rarity, right?
Very, very, very rare at the time. As I say, survival alone was some big battle to fight at the time. Now we have better equipment, better everything. Better consultants, surgeons, everything is, and Driscoll is practically a total hospital that doesn't need anything. At that time, we still were lacking a few things, but not anymore. Not anymore. And this young lady, I think she had a heart surgery when she was a baby.
Well, miracles, you know, take lots of different forms. I would say we're looking at a couple of miracles right here. So thank you all very much. Thanks for, you know, everyone who's kind of made this possible over the years, because the donations have come in and we've been able to do this for others as well. So really, really wonderful. And thank you for sharing all of this with us and coming in today. How about that? 30 years representing a true miracle. What a great story. Let's do that, sure. Let me give you a couple of medals here. These are our champions. Let me put this on, Kayla. Wow. Outstanding. Terrific. So good to see you, and thank you for coming in. Really appreciate that. Let's go over to Katya now.
All right, Joe, what a great story. Everybody, let's give a big round of applause. 30 years. It's a miracle. Miracle stories, and that's why we call it. Thank you all so much for being here.